New on Curiosity Stream.
Just because it hasn't been done before doesn't mean you can't.
Watch Earth's greatest minds forge our path to a better tomorrow. It's engineering the future. And Jaws, Star Wars, The Godfather, E.T. The biggest movies have even bigger music. From King Kong to The Dark Knight. See how musicians scored Hollywood's greatest hits on great film composers' music of the movies. Watch now on Curiosity Stream. Annual plans are $20, just $1.67 a month. Visit curiositystream.com.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
What's up? It's your boy, The Ted Smith. Thanks for listening to the Men's Room Daily Podcast. Want more? Check out the greatest podcast in all the land, The Podcast. Be sure to subscribe and listen to a brand new episode every Tuesday night.
Somebody out there deserves to be recognized. And the Men's Room knows just who it is. So to you, we say, bottoms up, sailor. You're the toast of our shot of the day.
Drink time it is, and as usual, we head to the drink desk. And Steve Throwhill to find out who we're toasting.
Yes, indeed. And before we get to the shot of the day, a special shout out to our friend Kirk. I just want to point out.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, dude.
I mean, the rest of you, you're fine, but he actually brought us a gift. Not only did he bring us a gift, but he brought it like in this moving box, all right? And I don't know if it's watercolors or Sharpie. He recreated our logo and colored the entire box black. The point being, there's no way that took less than 2 hours to do.
No, thank you, Kirk.
Yeah, man. And there was stuff inside of the box that's made it much more exciting.
Right.
Thank you, Kirk.
Yeah. And next year, I told him, next year, when this stuff is over and I can show you the studios, I promise I'll give you a tour.
Yeah. We probably owe a lot of people that. Today, look, we toast each and every one of you that have supported the show, particularly the last 9 months of this overwhelmingly crappy year. So it allowed us, and hopefully you too, the opportunity to escape some of the staggering madness. That'll be the asterisk next to the year. That was 2020. Now, all of us needed some respite from the civil unrest, the political buffoonery, the malice, the vitriol, the mental exhaustion that defined this past year. And because of you, we were able to take 4 hours a day and let the world collapse under the immeasurable weight of all of the F's that we did not give from 2 to 6. But look, as a show, we lost Robin this year. It's still very much an open wound. But again, thanks to you, we've been able to move forward and keep on laughing. And if you're wondering, Robin is still alive and well and brilliant and missed. And just so you know, rooting for you. I have that, in fact, texted her earlier today. She says hello to all. So let's end the year on a high note. Keep laughing, keep farting, just keep on keeping on. And we'll be shooting again with you guys early next year. So let's drink, goddammit, to the end of 2020.
Well said.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So we pour this booze and we drink this booze because we think it's yummy.
Yummy!
So over the tongue and down the throat to party in our tummies. Down the hola bitola.
New on Curiosity Stream.
Just because it hasn't been done before doesn't mean you can't.
Watch Earth's greatest minds forge our path to a better tomorrow. It's engineering the future. And Jaws, Star Wars, The Godfather, E.T. The biggest movies have even bigger music. From King Kong to The Dark Knight. See how musicians scored Hollywood's greatest hits on great film composers' music of the movies. Watch now on Curiosity Stream. Annual plans are $20, just $1.67 a month. Visit curiositystream.com.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too-big-to-fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
The debauchery rolls on. You're listening to The Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
Oh, yeah. Hope you're enjoying there. Our 2020 end of year spectacular here in the men's room. It's been fun for us to listen to some of these calls. We forget about
Mostly, sure.
Yeah. Mike, what are we looking at here?
So we're going to go back in time here to a little bit, actually about back in June. We've said goodbye to a lot of people here on this show, but this is one that actually hit close to home.
It did.
It did. And we had to talk to this guy at least one more time before he left.
We've been here almost 16 years. And in the time that you're in any place for a long time, things change in the media and all,
Sure.
As far as radio shows and television and everything else. And since we've been here, it seems like Seattle's lost a lot of their old school chief meteorologists.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jeff Renner, who used to work on King 5,
Yep.
Steve Poole, has gone on and retired. Perella Lewis used to be on the show.
She's in Atlanta or
she
something?
went, she's on the East Coast somewhere. I believe she's in South Carolina or somewhere. But Walter Kelly, who was on almost every day for a number of years.
Yes.
He decided to pick it up and just say, you know what? I think I'm done. He retired and he moved on down to Arizona. But before he was on his way, wasn't he? Or did he already make it? Or was this the,
I think he was actually...
I think he was on
at
the road.
A stop. Yeah, he was on at a pit stop.
Was he in Oregon or was he down in Cali?
He was someplace. And he's like, dude, I'll call you on the road because it was busy. He was packing up. He's got kids. He's got family and all that stuff. He said, I'll try, man. And granted, he's got a U-Haul or whatever the hell he's got. So let's go back in time and talk to Walter Kelly one last time.
Time for
TV time with Ted.
All right.
Ted, do you mind if I interrupt you for a minute?
I don't.
We have an email.
Yeah. All right. What do you want?
Okay. It says, guys, I was watching Q13 News last night and saw that Walter Kelly is moving to Phoenix. He became my go-to weatherman. After listening to him on your show back in the day, his interactions with your show showed me what a cool guy Walter Kelly is. I didn't know if you could get him on one last time, and I thought I'd contact about you. That from Gerald Rubinkowski, our favorite Irish listener. Can we do that?
That'd be pretty cool if we could.
Can we get Walter Kelly on the line? Is Walter Kelly there? Walter Kelly! Oh, God.
Hello, Walter Kelly.
Hello.
Oh, Walter Kelly! What's happening, buddy? What are you doing?
Hey, it's my old pals. How are you?
We're doing good, man. What,
I feel like we got the band back together.
I know. What have you been up to?
Well, obviously you saw all the stuff that happened last night, which was amazing. And now I'm already sitting here right now at a gas station looking at Mount Shasta.
You
Nice.
You got up, what, at 4 o'clock this morning to take off?
5 o'clock, drove 9 straight hours, and now I'm looking at this beautiful mountain.
What do you got, like a U-Haul, or are you just taking the car down?
Just the car. We had kind of pre-moved stuff over the last couple of weeks, but man, that was a cool week, the week of Walter, and I'm glad. I'm honored to be on your show again. I feel like everyone knows me more from your show than from.
I doubt
TV.
that. I doubt that. Now, Walter Kelly, back in the day, we would do the weather together. We would hang out every day. You were at Q13 for how many years total? You were the longest tenured on-air personnel there, right? Correct?
Yes, yeah. I got there in November of '97, and so
Damn.
a full 23 years.
Damn.
Well, and also people should know, like, it wasn't just that Walter would come on and do the weather for us. Like, in the commercial break, like, we could talk to him
Right.
when he was at the studio. So we all became friends, and we'd go out. We'd see Walter, and, like, it sounds weird, but in public, just being a dude.
Right.
And Walter, you're moving the family down to Phoenix, Arizona, where I heard the weather is horrible.
Yeah. It's a little hot right now, but 9 months of the year it's perfect.
Yeah.
But also, you can afford it.
Was it?
Thrill. Yeah, Thrill. 100%.
Yeah, man.
I mean, Walter, can we be honest? Do you have a pool?
I do have a very nice pool.
I knew
Nice.
it. I knew you had a pool.
Everyone in Phoenix has a pool.
I knew you had a pool.
You'll have a pool before you have a front door to your home.
I mean, there was no way you could talk your wife out of this deal after she saw the pool, saw the price, saw the Arizona desert living, all the stuff. You know what I mean? Affordable. I'm like, you didn't have a chance, did you?
No, I did not. I did. In fact, yeah, it was all her at first, for sure.
Are you scared of scorpions? That's the only damn thing. I mean, you hear about the heat and all that, but I'm like, man, scorpions.
Yeah, and big snakes and big spiders. Yeah, no,
Okay.
I've been very afraid, but I don't know. All my people that I know down there and stuff are like, no, you don't see that stuff, and I'm like, yeah, because you're not stepping on it or whatever. You know?
Do you have family down there, Walter?
Yeah. My wife's family's down there, and then we obviously are moving down there.
Because I thought when I saw you at Interbay and we were swinging balls there that you said that you'd either just come back from there or whatever the deal was to golf.
Yeah.
So okay, all right. Are you allowed to say what's going on with your? Are you taking some time off and kicking back? Or are you planning on working again?
Yeah, so I have worked for 37 straight summers, and I decided with my wife's help that we're going to take the summer off, and then I'll figure it out.
Okay, is your wife doing okay? Is your wife doing okay?
She's the happiest she's been in a long time, and she's in the sun with the palm trees, and she's with her family, and it's a good life change.
That means your life's about to get better.
No, so was she originally from Arizona?
No, she's a Canadian. She's a Canuck, so she's a snowbird.
Does that mean you're half Canadian now? Like, are you a dual citizen now that you married a real life Canadian?
My kids have that, so I'm just still a Washingtonian / on the move guy.
How about
wait? If his kids are half Canadian, they only wear the jean jacket.
Yes. So Walter, what are your kids thinking? You know what I mean? Like, because moving as a kid, man, that's a traumatic experience. You know, obviously you're leaving behind your friends, your school, and obviously it's a different situation now with the COVID and everything. But are they fired up?
Well, it is tough for them socially, but we're looking at good schools, and it's. That's kind of the tough part. But you're also dealing with teenage hormones and angst and,
So they suck anyway. Look, tell them to go be lonely in the pool.
O'Reilly.
Yeah, absolutely. When you look back at your time in Seattle and your time in Q13, is there any moments that really stand out there for you that just kind of, some things that you just will never forget? And share with us one of those experiences.
Well, it's kind of funny, and this may sound kind of stupid because we're both in the business, but I think that the cross shows that we did, starting with Ricker and then you guys, doing that cross, the cross radio TV, I think that was like one of the greatest. And of course the fans, man, I'm telling you, you guys know, you go out and, drink your red beer and stuff. I mean, the people, it's so fun, right? Isn't it just the most fun to get out there and, totally.
It was.
That makes the whole thing worthwhile.
Yeah, it was back in the day.
Those were the days.
When they had wagon wheels and no COVID.
Yeah. Exactly.
Hey, Walter, there is, Ted was telling us, Ted can explain it better than us, but one woman who absolutely hated you.
Yeah, Walter, I don't know if I ever told you this, but I dated a girl, and her grandma disliked you very much, and she brought it up every time. So then when the girl's grandma found out I knew you, it made it worse. But Walter, the only reason she didn't like you is because you had French cuffs.
That's it. That's the only reason.
Well, right? I mean, that's what happens. You get one thing, and you get one thing against you, and you're doomed.
Right. It is crazy. How many old coworkers came out of the woodwork in the last week to congratulate you, to wish you the best?
You guys, I mean, it was like one of the most special things ever. First of all, I didn't realize I even could have known that many people.
Right.
But everybody came out. I mean, we had everybody from the original crew, Leslie Miller, Dan Devone, Scott Engler, all those guys from, 1998 to Peter Alexander, who's now like, Mr. NBC Nightly News. And I mean, it was everybody. Everybody came out, and including, talking thousands and thousands and thousands of fans, which, it just warmed my heart. It was cool.
Did you realize the impact you had until this week? Or did it kind of set in as this is happening?
No, I mean, you guys know, like back when we were able to hang out and we were able to, kind of, do the radio and the TV, and we'd all sit down there at, Seahawks Stadium or whatever. I mean, we could do all that kind of stuff, and it was just like, I just thought we were just being normal people, but people were telling me this week that, I got them exercise and they got off their heart medicine and they're biking and they're finished through their cancer, and I got them, feeling good about themselves, and I'm cooking. I didn't realize had that impact.
Yeah, it's
look,
crazy.
Man, you got me saying fresh pow pow. I'm the last guy in the world to say that, but I'm like, what is fresh pow pow?
Yeah, man, right? I mean, come on, fresh pow pow. How do you eat that?
How long, Walter, how long would you say this whole thing has been in the works? I mean, how long have you kind of known that this was the right thing and this is what you're going to do?
I would say my wife and her family probably started talking about 2 years ago, and then a year ago it was kind of project. We called it Project Desert Flower for her, and it just kind of bloomed, and there you go.
Yeah, but you know, if anybody, no. I mean, Seattle's a great place. It's one of the most wonderful places, obviously, in North America. When it comes time for winter, it is a difficult place for anybody to be, just based on the amount of daylight, based on the weather that we get hit with, the amount of length of time that kind of thing happens. And you know what, man? Some people just need some sunshine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's tough, and you know that more than anybody, being a weatherman, like just how different the weather is here, and how long those streaks can last, and how long that gloom can last. It's going to be weird to go to a different environment and look up and not really understand maybe the weather patterns as much as you know.
Right,
what I mean?
because you know how it works here, right?
But now you're going to a foreign environment, so you don't know where the wind's coming from. What is this haboob that we've got?
Because look, you're a meteorologist, not just a weather person, which means you can't help but wonder about this stuff.
Yeah, no, that's my favorite thing. I mean, even since like a kid, man, plus the chance to be able to say haboob on TV.
yeah, that's a fact.
Instead of just saying, hey, look at haboobs.
Yeah, but you were a ski bum, man. Well, you're not a bum, you're an instructor. You're a ski bum.
Bum and instructor, but Flagstaff's not too far, but you know how it goes.
Can you drive up the mountain on Carefree Highway or whatever that is and get up there and ski?
Yeah, I think it's 2 hours from Scottsdale, but for 52 years I've been skiing. You know what I mean? So maybe I just sit by the pool more.
Oh, you will? Yeah, for sure, man.
All right, yeah, this is a great. Okay, so how big's the pool?
It's really nice. It is 45 feet long, so I'm going to start doing laps.
Jesus Lord.
And start doing laps every morning. Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. In the housing world, all right? And let's just make the analogy here, okay?
Yeah.
If in Seattle the hamburger costs $15, what does the hamburger cost in Phoenix?
Yeah, I would say 9.
All right. With a pool?
Yeah, exactly.
And how many bedrooms?
3 bedroom, 2 bath. I'll put it to you this way. We said to each other that because Seattle is so expensive and Phoenix is so inexpensive that we said we won the Seattle Lotto.
You probably did.
Yeah.
How many square feet did you have? Where were you, in Magnolia?
Yeah, we had a small place, one of those war boxes. It was perfect for 2 little kids at the time when they were little, but now they're men and they're taller than me. So
how many square feet you got now?
2,000.
Okay. And how big's your garage?
It fits 2 big cars, a big truck and a regular car.
And is it a gravel yard, so you don't have to cut grass or anything?
The backyard is all like that just nice stuff. You don't have to cut grass. In the front, they cut for you.
Okay. Oh,
nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now you know what else you can do. I don't know how crazy you want to get, but you can grow lemons, limes, oranges. You know all that, right?
No, I mean the whole thing about you walk down the street and you just get your groceries. It's like Marge has a lemon tree and Jono has a grapefruit tree and
so fresh produce. I like it. You treat your neighborhood like a farmer's market.
Yeah.
I swear. And in fact, once because it all grows at once, everybody puts their stuff out on the sidewalk and says free grapefruit.
Seriously? The only thing I get are offers of free sofas that have springs sticking out of them.
Yeah, and Walter,
Exactly.
I have a buddy that lives down in Scottsdale. I'll come down and visit you. We'll hit up the coach house.
No, I want everybody to come down and visit. I want you guys to come down and visit. I mean, anybody.
What's your wife going to think of that?
We joke around, but we're going to stay in a hotel if we do this. You know what I mean?
Well, I think a lot of people will come down, do the hotel stuff, and then, we all get together.
How close are you to a golf course?
3.
3. What a jerk!
They're not country clubs. They're nice. They're just nice munis. They're like West Seattle. They're nice.
If you can just get to West Seattle.
Yeah, exactly. That was one of my last runs a couple days ago, and I was like, "Dang, how do you get here?"
Right.
It's a pain. And by the way, a comment came in. It says, and this is an actual quote, "I love Walter. He's such a cool guy. Way better than you guys."
I guess you're going to be playing a lot of golf over the summer then, right? Since you're taking the summer off?
Yeah, I'm going to be playing a lot of golf. I know everyone says it's hot and blah, 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 but you know what? Nobody in Arizona golfs in the summer, and so, me and my boys will get out there and, you put, what we do is you put ice in the hat so it drips down your head, and then you put an ice bandana around your neck, and then you just drive from palm tree to palm tree.
Yeah, you get yourself a big old bucket hat. You know what I mean? And just
That's
rock.
what we do.
What are you going to do? And honest to God, on Monday morning, have you thought? Or well, actually, in your case, it would be Sunday morning because you started your weather forecast on Sunday night and finished on Thursday. But what do you think that feeling? And I know you're going to be busy unpacking or whatever you got to do. What do you think that feeling is going to be after 20 some years when you wake up and know that you can do whatever you want to do that day?
You know, I've been so speechless the last 2 days that I'll, I'm like, I'm taking the summer off. And you know what's going to happen in about 2 weeks in? I'm going to be like, I got to go to work.
Yeah, you're going to get bored. Are you going to grow facial hair?
Yeah, I'm going to get long hair, and I'm going to do a little beard.
Okay, that's
grow that
cool,
beard,
man.
Walter.
Hey,
Just
Walter,
go for it, man. Go David Letterman. I mean, next time we see you, we should not recognize you.
I'll send, Letterman, right? I'll send you some pics.
And any chance you ever getting back up here? I told you if you came back up or whatever the deal was, you're good for a round of Chambers Bay on me. I mean, could you get back at all, or are you going to be down there for a while?
Well, at least for a little while, but yeah, I'll always. I mean, Northwest. I mean, I spent 50 years of my life in the Northwest, so I'll always come back.
Okay, all right, man. We're really excited for you, Walter.
Yeah, we are, man. Seriously.
Yeah, dude.
You ever get a chance to another friend of the show who also had moved on in the business? You ever get a chance to talk to Perella Lewis in South Carolina?
Yeah, I mean, we definitely chat, via the socials for sure.
Okay, very cool. Very cool. All right, Walter, listen, if we could, man, just one last time, and I know you know what the deal is, and if you could just give everybody a little information here about how the weekends have been going so far within the past month here in the greater Seattle area. It seems to be some strange anomaly that never happens here. Will this continue into the weekend?
All right. Well, so you guys know that it's now. I think now we're coming on 11 out of 12 or 11 out of 13 with some sort of marine push and some sort of rain shower activity. It is. I swear, it's the Seattle joke is that it's always raining on holidays, but for some reason it's just been raining on the weekends a little bit. It's not going to storm or anything, but you guys, just plan on one of those cooler weekends as usual.
Chance of showers.
A few showers. Maybe
Saturday or Sunday?
Both days, mostly east side.
Jesus.
Walter, just real quick, another comment. I just want you to understand what people think of you. Says Walter was the most animated weatherman. My wife said she would sleep with him. I wasn't even mad.
So showers over the weekend, mild temperatures. Walter Kelly, is there anything else you want to say?
Well, you know what I want to say, and this is what I've been wanting to say for about, 8 years since we haven't talked. Rock on!
Rock out! Walter Kelly, thank you so much, brother. We appreciate it, man. You be good down there. See you, Walter.
That did feel good to say.
Love you too, brother.
Yeah.
Walter Kelly.
Miss Walter Kelly.
God damn it. Seriously, he was awesome. He truly was awesome.
Hope he is enjoying. I follow him on Twitter. It's just pull
You
living.
get mad at him.
I do.
You cuss him out.
I get mad at him when I
twice a
like
week.
his photo of his feet at a pool.
We call that jealousy.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I think you misinterpret what like is.
More of the 2020 end of the year spectacular. We'll wrap things up next. You are listening to The Men's Room.
New on Curiosity Stream.
Just because it hasn't been done before doesn't mean you can't.
Watch Earth's greatest minds forge our path to a better tomorrow. It's engineering the future. And Jaws, Star Wars, The Godfather, E.T. The biggest movies have even bigger music. From King Kong to The Dark Knight. See how musicians scored Hollywood's greatest hits on great film composers' music of the movies. Watch now on Curiosity Stream. Annual plans are $20, just $1.67 a month. Visit curiositystream.com.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too-big-to-fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
The men's room is in progress. 99.9 KISW and KISW HD1 Seattle.
Dad with a big dish of crab dip.
That just made the day.
I'm not going to tell you happy birthday because it's not your birthday, but I hope you enjoy that on your birthday.
I am. I'm going to freeze that when I get home and fire it up on the Christmas Eve.
People don't even know. People don't even get this. This is actually a big deal. I've known you for, 21, 22 years, all right?
It's been a while.
And it has been a while. And in this time, Ted has never shared his secret sausage dip recipe.
Are you getting the secret recipe?
I don't have it. But so I told him, I said, man, you love my wife's crab dip. She knows your birthday's coming up. It's your 40th. And she meant this. It's your 40th with all this COVID crap. It just sucks. It's not what your 40th should be. So she's like, hell yeah, hooking him up with the crab dip. I said, all right, cool. So I told Ted today, I said, hey, man, my wife's going to bring down the crab dip. And he's like, hey, man, tell her to text me. I'm going to give her my sausage recipe. This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That is what it's. That's a big deal.
And then I told him with great power comes great responsibility.
We will not share it with anyone.
She already told me she's going to let me have that thing. So
I'll give it to you. That's what that crab dip's got me fired.
Okay. All right, good to go. Mike, we've almost made it to the end here of our 2020 end of year spectacular. What a year it's been, right?
Well, and before we get to this last clip, I want to say something because I think it needs to be said. I don't think it gets said enough. 2020 has been the roller coaster that really nobody's wanted to be on. We know that. People have gone through losses of all natures. Some have had to reorient their lives or their career paths completely due to the effects of this year. Some have had to dig deeper than they thought possible of themselves just to climb the massive hill that was 2020. But through it all, since day one of the pandemic coming down, the three guys here sitting in front of me, you three right here, sat down at your desk, found a way to get people the information that they needed and packaged it in a way that informs, entertains, and inspires, and that doesn't get said enough. So everybody appreciates you.
If somebody got something caught in their butt. It wasn't like we were dropping hard news.
But for many, including myself, you guys have been the driving force, the shoulder to the wind, and that light at the end of the tunnel, and for that, y'all deserve to be toasted. So, 3 cheers to all you guys. You guys deserve a pat on the back.
Thank you. Appreciate it, man.
And then here to close out the year that is 2020, it needs to go without said. Happy Chinooka. We're going to go on down to the best clip that we have ever played here on this show. We're going to go back to 2011 and our friend, Smallmouth Sam, Teeny Tiny Mouth Guy.
Let's go back in time.
Time.
For better or for worse, what trait did you inherit from your parents, and what trait of yours do you hope to not pass down to your kids?
Hello, Sam. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola. All right, Sam. So what did you inherit from your parents?
Well, it doesn't sound as bad as the last guy I had, but I got crooked teeth, and I also hate my freckles.
Freckles? Who's got freckles, your mom or your dad?
Mostly my dad.
Okay. Are they all over the place or just your face?
Pretty much everywhere. I have a nice tan line, so just on the backs of my hands and my forearms and face, mostly.
Well, are you a ginger?
No.
You're
my
not?
brother's ginger, but I'm not.
So what are you, like a blonde? Like Sandy Brown? You're basically
brown.
a redhead. That's what it is. You're just getting you're getting the skin from your dad.
Captain Freckles.
Do you
say the crooked teeth as well?
Do you burn easy?
Oh, yeah.
All right, I think that's the redhead gene in you, even though your hair's not exactly red.
Well, it should be Irish anyway. It's Northern European, at least.
Yeah, because they don't see the sun much. But you said you also have the crooked teeth.
Yeah, well, in counting baby teeth pulled, I've had around 14 teeth pulled growing up, so I got to avoid braces, but...
No, there's nothing left to put the wires on.
Did you say counting baby teeth?
Yeah, I had to have baby teeth pulled out, and then they pulled out some of the adult teeth underneath them as well.
Were they just too many teeth you had in your mouth?
The right amount of teeth, just my mouth wasn't big enough for them all. I mean, I have a full smile now. There's no gaps. It's just, it worked out well.
You got a tiny little mouth.
So wait, how many teeth do you have in your mouth?
I don't know. I mean, I have plenty, it seems.
Do your teeth, do people... Are you? I mean, has anyone? No one's ever going to talk about your teeth. That's one thing that people really don't like to touch on as far as any kind of hygiene thing with someone else.
Well, when I mention it, people say my teeth look nice. So.
Have you had any work done to them?
No braces or anything. It's just.
So they had to remove normal teeth that we all have, but your mouth is so tiny that they had to leave you with a certain.
My jaw's just a little shorter than it should be. It's just maybe my teeth are big. I don't know.
You were so happy when sliders started getting taken over, weren't you? They started coming up with me like, oh, it's a little hamburger for my little tiny mouth and my tiny teeth.
No, I don't have issues with that.
I'm just kidding, man.
But if you were to smile, it would just look like a normal smile. We wouldn't think like, man, his mouth looks tiny.
These 100-calorie snack packs are great. Just enough for my little mouth.
You ever look at the quarter-pound big
normal.
bite and just wish?
No, my mouth looks completely normal. Don't worry about that.
I cannot do a club sandwich. Or a Big Mac.
Don't ever go to the Carnegie Deli. It's tough enough for normal people, but your small mouth,
Little tiny mouth.
oh, I wish I could eat this.
For better or worse,
He doesn't even eat hot dogs. He just eats pigs and like
Eats his little Vienna sausages. A little tiny wiener.
Oh, yeah, what a cocktail wiener.
For better or for worse, what trait did you inherit from your parents, and what trait of yours do you hope to not pass down to your kids?
That he loves those carrots.
He is so happy that he called right now.
Like those asses. Don't have a small mouth. Stupid.
You're right. Those 100-calorie snack packs are right there in his wheelhouse.
Oh, man.
It's a little tiny Oreo. It'll fit right in.
Eat it like a chipmunk. Juice box.
What if we had to get some little tiny spoons?
How long do you think it eat a piece of corn on the cob?
Those mini cupcakes started coming out. God damn it.
He loves corn from Chinese restaurants.
I always thought that Cheerios Sorry, man.
You don't have a tiny mouth, man.
Oh, man, we are horrible people.
For better or for worse.
You're just working so hard on that little tiny corn.
For better or for worse, what trait did you inherit from your parents, and what trait of yours did you hope to not pass down to your kids?
Is this a normal tomato?
Cherry.
Oh, man. Yeah.
I mean, he said, I had the right amount of teeth. I just didn't fit my tiny mouth. Oh, geez.
Okay.
Are we good?
I don't know.
Here's the best part about the tiny Asian corn is that he has normal hands, and it's a little corn on the cob. He's eating it with his tiny mouth. And yeah, you're right, Miles. I picture him eating everything with his hands right there.
Holy crap, dots. Taking a ton of ice cream pellets.
Oh, man. All right. By the way.
Sweet, are those cheesecake bites? I had so much. I had 4 sliders. 2 cheesecake bites.
Oh, man.
We still in the air?
Yeah, we're here. We just gotta, yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I heard someone say that a tiny mouth.
I don't know why that's so funny.
I'll stretch that out. Oh, you're a guy. Sorry, my bad.
What if he gets rid of the slideshow?
You get rid of the slideshow, buddy. I'll stretch that mouth out of yours. Let's just take a break. This is a disaster. For better or worse, what trait did you inherit from your parents, and what trait of yours?
Don't worry, we're still asses. Enjoy the holidays. We love everybody.
Yeah, man. Happy holidays. Seriously, man. Thank you guys for listening. We will be back next year when this piece of crap year is done. Woo! But in the meantime, promise yourself that you do one thing. Do what you do best. And for Aletha's sake, stay beautiful.
The Men's Room has been taped before a live studio audience. Wardrobe and makeup provided by Mantastic Limited. This has been a presentation of the Men's Room Radio Network.
Oh, man.
A Double Flush production.
Happy Chanukah.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too big to fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.